Good morning, this is Randy. Today I would like to discuss the vicious cycle, the stalemate that men and women are in today with one another, and why relationships don't materialize, don't develop, and don't stick together, and basically fail, why there's MGTOW, and why there's a lot of lonely people out there. And so I was listening to a video this morning which inspired me. The girl's name is Alyssa Trahen, Trahen, I believe. I will put the link in the description box. She usually talks about horoscopes, but today she was talking about archetypes. And I haven't really listened to that many of her videos, but it did spark something in me because she hit upon a topic that I'm really concerned about, and that is how men and women just do not communicate, do not relate anymore, and the deterioration of love, long-lasting love relationships between the males and females on this planet. So what Alyssa was discussing was this perspective that men love and women nurture. And that might be offensive to women at first, basically to kind of wrap our minds around the fact that we are not the ones who generate love, but we are the ones who nurture. And she also related men to the sun, and in horoscopes the sun is male, and earth to females, and we call her Mother Earth for a reason. The earth is female. So whether you believe in that or not does not matter, but from the perspective of the sun being male and the earth being female, Alyssa was talking about how, people are just fucking up the earth and not loving it. Therefore, the earth, the female, gets angry because the female hates being fucked up and basically ignored and trashed. So there's a lot of natural disasters as a result. That's possibly the earth, Mother Earth, fighting back for not being loved by her people, her humans. What Alyssa also talked about is, the fact that women create, and women need love from men. Love and attention. A woman hates being ignored by a man. And, you can take that as you will. It is the truth. You can deny it, say it's not true. Feminism hasn't really helped at all. In fact, it's damaged relationships, because it's got the perspective that women don't need men for anything. But that's wrong. In my opinion, we do need men. We need men for love. And when we are loved, we create babies. We nurture. We need to be loved, and that fuels our ability to nurture, and that's what we do. Now, where it gets screwed up is that men want to be nurtured before they love. And nurturing also pretty much, it means sex to them. Although nurturing includes way more stuff than sex, right? When you think of being nurtured, you may think of having sex, but nurturing includes eating, being comfortable, being taken care of while you're sick, being supported emotionally, being listened to, being touched, loving touch, okay? Genuine concern for what you're going through, empathy. That's all nurturing. Well, it seems that men first of all think nurturing is sex, first and foremost. And they would like that first. They would like the woman to nurture them through sex at the beginning of a relationship. And then they'll decide after, a while, whether or not they're going to love that woman. That's the way that they want to approach it. Well, women have wised up to this. And, in the past, women didn't have sex until they were married. So the man was forced to court and to show love. Even, I guess, half the time it probably wasn't even genuine. But at least they were pushed into showing love, getting to know each other. Hopefully something developed in the man without sex being given. The man asked the woman to get married. She said yes. Then the woman gave the sexual nurturing. At least that's, how the stories go. That's how it was supposed to be. Many of us didn't play it that way, but we always had in our head that, it'd really be nice to be married when you're going to be having sex, right? It doesn't really feel right to be having sex all the time with the same person and you just don't get married, or even take out marriage. Say there's no commitment, right? Women know in their hearts that we shouldn't really be going around having sex with no commitment. It's not it's not natural. Many women may do it because I think they've fought against their own nature and decided to become more like men, but that's beside the point. In our nature, we know that we should have a commitment before we keep having sex with somebody, because we're doing it for love. Whether we put it out there up front, hoping we'd get love, or whether we continue to do it because we feel we've gotten love. Well, men, on the other hand, they want the nurturing, and then they'll sit there and they'll decide whether or not they're going to love, or they'll pretend that they're loving just to continue getting the nurturing. And a lot of times with narcissists and covert narcissists, that's what occurs. One of the people is pretending to love to get the nurturing and to get everything that they possibly can get. And if it's a female narcissist, the female narcissist is pretending to nurture, which means she's having sex and pretending that she enjoys it. She's doing things for the man, pretending that she's doing it genuinely and out of her own free will, but the bottom line is she's only doing it. No, she's not genuine with it. She's doing it not for love, but for whatever else, maybe for money, maybe for power. That would be not natural, and that would be narcissistic. So women nurture men and need love from men. Men love women and need to be nurtured by women. But we do reach this stalemate because now women don't wait to have sex before marriage. They don't feel bad at all because of feminism for having sex and nurturing every goddamn Joe Blow that comes along that they feel attracted to. And then therefore, are they going to get the love that they want? Do they even know they want love from men? Because most of them will deny it and just say it doesn't matter. So we reach this stalemate, and the fear is that, you know, as we grow further and further apart, men are going to be soon developing the sexual robots. And I wouldn't doubt if men will feel that that's who can nurture them. Basically a robot, a mechanical robot that they buy will be able to nurture them. Well, if nurturing only included sex, that may be true. But I think what they'll find is that that is not going to meet their nurturing needs. Sex with a robot. I hope that's what they find anyway, because otherwise I guess women will be obsolete. And there'll be no way we can get love from a man because he thinks he's getting it through sex. Now, the way it should work is the way that it was supposed to be, where the expectations of society were that you court and get to know each other and try to develop and grow love and friendship before the sexual nurturing occurs. And no, that may not, you know, be real love if there's no sex involved. True love and deep love may not be able to occur. But something toward that can occur before having sex. You can get a feel for whether or not the deep love can even develop or is on its way. And once a woman feels like it's really on its way, then she can give of herself sexually and hopefully is able to nurture the man in other ways along the way to show him that she's willing and capable of nurturing over the long term. Thus, a relationship can develop that way. That is the, quote, right way to develop it, if you ask me, but nobody goes that way anymore. Not too many people. There are some old-fashioned men still, and there's quite a few old-fashioned women that still, you know, want it to happen this way. But when we go ahead and women have learned that, most women, you know, especially older ones, have learned that just going around nurturing or, quote, having sex with every guy just to see if they're going to love you, that doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It doesn't work for your self-esteem, your self-respect. So the last point I wanted to make is that nowadays they say that we're just supposed to love ourselves and that will be enough. And I think that's where I'm falling short. I'm seeing that idea falls short. Loving myself is fine, but it does not meet the need of being loved by a man. And I'm admitting it. I mean, God forbid, I'm admitting this. This is what I would need a man for. I need one for true and genuine love. I cannot generate all that love inside of me for myself, but I can nurture myself, and that's what we do when we talk about self-care. But it's very hard to conceive of actually giving love to yourself outside of just self-nurturing. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope to talk more about this topic, and I will link Alyssa's video below. Have a great day.